Today's podcast is brought to you by Mechanics Bank. Mechanics Bank is here to help you with everyday life, whether that's buying a home, renovating a kitchen, or paying for college. They have the products and, more importantly, the people to help you breathe easy and say, that's better. Check out mymechanics.com, call, or visit to see how they can make banking better for you. Mechanics Bank is an equal housing lender. Welcome back to the Open Mic Podcast. Today I'm joined by Austin Moore and Braxton Donovan Daniels.
Oh, Donovan.
I don't know. What's your middle name?
Charles.
Oh, well, that's not nearly as fun to say. I apologize.
Oh, come on.
Anyway, we're talking Mansfield Music Festival today. How are you guys doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. Loving the energy from both of you. It is 11 o'clock. You've got
on a Monday.
Coffee on a Monday. Yeah, there's a lot of things going against us, but I think we'll have fun today.
I haven't even had my coffee.
Well, we're never without coffee. That's a problem.
Yeah.
You should drink a cup of Joe before you brush your teeth in the morning. That's like, you need that.
It'll put some chest on your hair.
It would.
Yeah.
Chest on your hair. That's textbook
Yep,
Noah
that's
Jones
Monday
right there.
That's a Monday phrase. Yeah.
My chest hair has some chest.
My chest hair has a chest.
Really, you got to get a good pump in the morning. All right, let's start doing this thing. Let's talk about Mansfield Music Festival. How long have you been in charge of it?
This is like the 6th year, I think, that I've done it.
Okay, awesome. And second year at Snow Trails.
Correct.
Huge event. Lots of really great bands. And I'd like to just take a step back, actually, start this questioning over. You have a bunch of bands, and they're all locally tied, correct?
Basically, yes.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about the importance of Mansfield Music Festival.
I mean, it started off, honestly, as kind of a fundraiser for my old band. We put it on. It was mostly a heavy music event. And then it just kind of morphed into like, hey, I want to do something a little different with this and not make it just a day of metal bands and, a couple random things thrown in there. So I was like, let's just make this like try and get a gathering of, strong bands in the area.
Sure.
And then it just has kind of morphed into a little bit bigger.
Yeah. Well,
thing,
I think it's important, though, because everyone that I ever talk to who's a musician in town, I say this every time I think I have a podcast about a local Mansfield band. Everyone is so talented here. There's so many great musicians and bands locally that I think it's phenomenal that we get to sort of promote it through Mansfield Music Festival for the past years.
It's actually the 10th anniversary of the very first one, which I wasn't involved with. But.
Sure. Okay. Cool. Brax, what are you doing with the show this year?
I am the, graphic artist of everything. So all the flyers that you see, any type of, artistry or graphic work, I'm kind of in charge in promoting too. So Austin did the legwork of getting in touch with all the different sponsorships and different stuff like that. I got to talk to those guys on getting their logos and stuff for flyers and, promoting the show, or the social media, word of mouth, or even just, face-to-face personal stuff.
Gotcha. And how many bands do you have playing? I know it's a 2-day event.
Oh, I don't know the number off the top of my head.
But it's a good number. It's like
I think it's like 18 between 2 days.
Okay. Awesome.
Oh, wait, maybe a little more than that.
I take the pictures too.
Oh, okay, Brax. I hear you.
It's like
19 bands. Okay, cool. And it's split up where it's seemingly a shorter day on Friday and then Saturday is longer.
Correct. Yeah, it's not nearly as intensive as it was last year, but Friday we have like 6 bands. Well, really 7 technically. So, and then Saturday is, last year started a lot earlier, and we're going to kind of stick away from.
When is the show beginning this year?
Doors are at 5 o'clock let's do Friday first. Doors are at 6 on Friday. First band at 7 on Friday. And then Saturdays, doors at 5, first band at 6.
Cool. And who are the bands that are headlining? We're not going to go through all 19 bands. That seems excessive, but.
It won't be too bad to list.
All right, go ahead.
Friday we've got Gutter Cats, The Touch, The Trio, Sink the Ship, Dive Bomb, and Jeff Ritz.
Sink the Ship is a fairly new group, or at least I've heard of them.
They've been around, but they've in the past year been really doing very well.
Yeah.
For Saturday we've got Adam, Alley Cat, Bird's Cage, The Magnavoxes, Narrow Arrow, The Cause, Sad Hour. And the other stage is the American Collective.
Oh, that band's kind of okay.
Yeah, who's that?
I don't know. Some folk band. I think they probably think a little highly of themselves, to be honest.
I'd agree with that.
Oh, thanks, Brax.
I'd agree with that.
Thanks, Chuck.
That's actually my dad's nickname.
Nope, it's yours.
Nope, that's my dad's nickname.
You're
We
now
call
Chuck.
him Dad.
I'm gonna call you that
All
from
right,
now on.
I'll roll with it.
And the rest of the bands on Saturday is Maggie Allred, Luke Adkins, Jeff Bell, Julian Caudill, and Chico's brother, or Aurelio.
It's fairly exciting to me that a strong percentage of the bands you listed have been on this open mic podcast, which is really cool. I think that means that I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, I'd like to say you are.
Thank you,
do
buddy.
pretty
I appreciate
well.
that.
You do pretty well.
So you've got a lot of genres going on there.
Almost a backhand.
The first day, yeah.
You're doing okay.
It's fine.
It's all out of love, Noah. Come on.
I'm not offended. So there seems to be a lot of, I guess, punk and heavy metal-ish things going on the first day.
Friday, I've been, last year I kind of tested that out, and of just kind of keeping Friday as the little bit more in-your-face night, and keeping Saturday a little bit more, I mean, it's not like it's all completely family-friendly, but at the same time, it's a little more appealing to a bigger crowd, I would say.
Sure.
So, but yeah, there's not really any heavy bands on Saturday.
Friday's definitely a harder set. I mean, last year it got rowdy in there, and the energy was insane. You know,
the photos that you took last year looked incredible.
So I mean, if you're not,
there's kids stage diving, and
I mean, if you're not willing to leave with the nosebleed or possibly a black eye, then stay outside of the mosh pit. But I mean,
just stay on the back.
Right,
Fine.
those kids are having
Or
fun. I mean, it's a good time, great time of the year. I mean, it's kind of the end of summer, really, beginning of fall, and it's just school. I mean, school's already back in session, but just a little bit of a break. Friday, get loose, get active, and we still got some heavier shows for Saturday. So
I mean, there's still
it'll be
definitely
some fun.
energetic stuff on Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
It's just not the screamy metal or punk or
anything, no one's
so.
really gonna dance around
Definitely
to the
prepare to
American
get hurt on
Collective, for
Friday.
instance. So
Hey, you never know.
you never know. So talk to me a little bit about Snow Trails. What makes this venue so good for you?
It was honestly kind of a not necessarily bucket list thing, but just I pursued them and said, hey, I think this would be a good fit if you guys are interested in let me try this out, and because it's just a better setting than what I've done in the past.
Well, it's indoors, which is nice, right? And then it's big enough to hold people, and there's a stage, and so I think it's a good call as well.
Right, it's not huge that if you don't have 1,000 people in there, it looks empty. It's
right.
It's a good space. They've been totally willing to work with me, and thankfully I know some people that
we're not
work
going
there,
to complain if it's 1,000 people.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
Yeah,
but
how many
that's the
people
goal.
do you guys expect?
I always try to go above and beyond. I don't know how many we did last year.
I think we had about 300 a day.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. If we can really pack out, I think the sponsors that we have this year, and if we have a great deal amount of time to get some promoting done, I'm going to reach out to a lot more organizations that I didn't do last year, and to kind of help piggyback on the work that we've been putting out to get the word out for the event.
Awesome. Talk to me a little bit more about things that you're doing that might be different this year.
Biggest thing is cutting back on the amount of bands. I think I had almost 30 bands play between the 2 days last year, and it did work out, but man, was it a nightmare, to be honest. I mean,
really hectic.
We made it work, but this year I think will be much more manageable. It's not so early in the day that, I don't know. I just feel like first band at 6 on Saturday isn't too bad.
Right.
Compared to I think my first band played at 3.
Right.
Or 3:30 last year. So
No,
pushing back the time some, cutting back on the bands a little bit, I think will help.
Right.
People were still hungover from Friday to get up at 3 and try to party hard with
right.
us. So, it being at 6, I mean, we got the all night. We'll go until they cut the lights off on us if we have to.
Yeah.
You're holding a stack of tickets. Tell me a little bit about how they're working this year. $10, is that correct?
Correct, yeah. For for each night, $10. Obviously, you get a little bit more bang for your buck on Saturday for that $10. But yeah, other than that, I mean, there are going to be bands will have them available for sale.
If you can't get access physically to the tickets, you can always, if you find a flyer rolling around somewhere,
you got the QR code.
There's a QR code on there that you can just use your your phone's camera, and just scan in and go to the website and purchase tickets offline if you can't get a hold to one of the band members or one of the locations that the tickets are at.
Can you buy them at the door too?
Yes. Yeah.
All right, cool. Is there anything else you guys wanted to talk about?
No, I mean, I think it's going to be a good night. I'm excited for the mosh pit photos. The photos last year were insane. I had met a lot of new people that I haven't seen before come out. You know, I know pretty much a lot of people within the downtown area for music, but we had a lot of newcomers come out, and I think it was nice to capture them and see how, excited everyone was for the show. I think that's the biggest thing I'm excited about, to see how the pictures turn out this year.
Yeah, that, and, well, I guess a little piggyback back to the tickets. You can get them on the Facebook event, and I've shared it a couple times from the Mansfield Music Fest page on Instagram or Facebook. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me on the Open Mic Podcast. I always appreciate seeing both of you guys, and I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you when my band, The American Collective, plays on Saturday.
Oh, that's what you're a part of. There it is. No.
Hey, there it is. Yeah, you had to plug it,
Come on now.
Hey, come see Dive Bomb.
Yeah, and Dive Bomb for sure. Yeah. You guys play on Saturday, right?
Friday.
Oh, it is Friday. I'm sorry. That was the day I was thinking of. Friday, the first day. Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, thank you guys for coming in.
No problem.